In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect to remote server with Visual Studio Code using a private key instead of password. The first thing you need to do before you begin is find the location of your private key. In my case, it's in my downloads directory. The next thing you need to confirm is that your key has the appropriate permissions. Now in my case, this key would not work since, as you can see here, the group and others can read the file. So the Visual Studio Code won't like that key and it wouldn't let me connect with it. To get this to work, I'm going to have to change the permissions on this file from 644 to 600. And to do that, all you need to do is run chmod 600 followed by the name of the key. So I'll path through my directory where my key is and the name of the key. And now if I go ahead and list that directory, you can see that my key now is set to 600. So only me, the owner of the file, can read and write into it. This is an important step as sometimes your key may come set with the wrong permissions and you won't be able to use it. Now once you know the path to your key and you have set the permissions to 600, you can go ahead and use that key to connect to that remote server. So to do that, you can open your Visual Studio Code and then click on the bottom left corner and open remote window button. And then from here you can click on connect host and then you can click on configure SSH hosts. You can select the file that you want to save your configuration in. In my case, I will do it in my config file under my user. And then here, if you have existing ones, you can just copy one of them so you don't have to type everything and paste it right under. I need to bring it back here like that. And then you can just change some of the information here with the information for your new server. So in my case, I will call this OCI instance, since this is a server on Oracle Cloud that I'll be connecting to. And then here I'm going to type in the public IP address of that server. So 129.158.60.17. Then I'm going to change the name of the user, and that will be the user that I will be connecting with. The default user for Oracle is Ubuntu. So I'm going to type Ubuntu, and if your username is different, make sure that you put whatever username you'll be connecting with. And then the next step here is we're going to add the path to our key. And to do that, we're going to have to set a directive called identity file. So once you start typing, the drop down should show up and you can just go down and select it, or you can just type it yourself. And then here you're going to put path to your file. So mine will be in users, admin, downloads, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy the name of the file. Just save me some time of typing it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it here and paste it. And once you have all that information, you can go ahead and close this file. And one thing here to remind you is host is the name of your server. Host name is where IP goes. People get confused many times here. So just remember that. If you don't have another connection here, to compare, always remember that host would be the name of the connection and then host name would be the IP. And again, once you have everything done, you can click on the X and close this file. Make sure it's saved. And once you have that closed and everything is set, you can go ahead, click on open remote window button. And then from here, you can click connect to host. And now you're going to have two connections here or more. And then you can select the one that we just created. In my case, it's OCI instance. And that will initiate the connection. It will probably take a couple of extra seconds the first time you're doing it because it needs to upload its stuff there. But once it's done, you're going to see here that connection is successful. And then you can go and open your directories on the server. So I'm going to my Ubuntu's user home directory. When you connect for the very first time, you will be prompted with this window here. It will be asking you if you trust the authors of the files in this server. In my case, I do, so I'm going to select this. I'm going to say, yes, I trust the authors. And then as you can see, I have access to all the files that are on that server and that directory. And then I can also open my terminal, and as you can see, I'm connected to that server, and I have also access to the shell of that server. So this is how you connect to a remote server using Visual Studio Code and a private key. I hope this video was useful. If you liked it, please go ahead, click on the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please go ahead and subscribe for my channel. Thank you for watching.